Yeah. What up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill, aka Charles Brown. Let me make sure this signal's right. Look like it's getting kind of crazy. I might drop, but we always live as usual. Y'all know what it is. All right, there we go. It's getting stronger. How y'all doing, man? You good? All right, man. I gotta hold my phone. Somebody swiped my damn phone holder out of my car. So till I get another one, I gotta hold this shit. It is what it is. Y'all good, man? Y'all really good, man? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Some crazy stuff going on as usual. We're gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna hold you on this one too long because this one ain't really that serious. Just a little something to talk about. Gucci Mane, your boy Gucci Mane, Goo Wop, is in a heated feud with your girl Angela Yee and DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club. Charlemagne right smack in the middle. A lot of people saying that Breakfast Club is done. I don't think it's done. This don't seem like something that should end something multi-millions of dollars. This sounds like something that they could work out in the background and, you know what I'm saying, come to some type of resolution. But in my opinion, I'm just gonna break it down from what I see. All right, I think it was like a couple months ago, maybe last year, your boy Gucci Mane went on Breakfast Club, and he was saying, they was interviewing him. He was saying your girl Angela Yee was trying to get at him back in the day. It's some old interview about 6-7 years ago or something. I don't know what was going on, but he said that she was trying to get at him, trying to get his hotel room number, trying to, you know what I'm saying, see what they can get into that night, talking about dinner and all this stuff like that there. Your girl was like, nah, dog, I wasn't trying to do all that. What you talking about? You tripping right now, right? Your boy got offended. He's like, what you mean? I mean, you making it like you wasn't feeling me like that. And then she's like, dog, it was never nothing like that. I don't even remember that. The show you talking about wasn't even on yet. That wasn't even the show I was on. All your facts is wrong. You jumping to conclusions. So your boy Gucci claims a couple months later he tried to drop another album, and Breakfast Club people told his people they wasn't interested. Like they wasn't going to allow him to come up there for whatever reason. So Gucci said he tried several times, just according to Gucci. I mean, Gucci is whatever. Gucci don't always be 100. To be honest with you, some of the stuff be kind of whatever. But he said he tried to get on there, and they basically wasn't letting him back on there. Breakfast Club is a major platform, be honest with you. Like, a lot of people listen to it. A lot of people watch it. It's syndicated in many markets. It ain't just the numbers you see on YouTube. It's in mad cities. So just because you know, the numbers you see on YouTube are just a drop in the bucket. There's a lot of people listening in various states all across the country. So it's a major market. So your boy wanted to get in there. He claimed they banned him. So he gets on another show and starts talking about Angela Yee, and he got the receipts and all this and that. And I think he posted it on his Instagram, an old video of Angela Yee of the interview that he was talking about. And this kind of flirtatious. Your girl kind of like, I told you, Asian girls, they say what they say about Asian girls. And he's saying that they wet, and she's like, nah, that is deep. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you sitting there talking about how deep your coochie is, but you trying to tell me you wasn't flirting with me. You know what I'm saying? And she did say it. It's a fact. If you look at the video, it's a fact she said it. So then they had to do Breakfast Club court. Your boy DJ Envy pulled your girl Angela Yee on the radio. They had a Breakfast Club court where they pulled all the facts out. And she starts saying, you know, this ain't true because Gucci tells a lot of lies about a lot of girls. She started naming all these different girls that he's tweeted about. Nicki Minaj, he said he had sex with her, and he said he ran a train on this girl, that girl, all these different girls that he ended up saying he blamed it on the syrup, that he was high all the time. So she's like, if he's lying about that, how can we trust him about this? Basically, that's her point of view. Like, if he's sitting there lying about at least 3-4 different industry chicks, why are we taking his opinion on this? You know what I'm saying? Which is a fact. So it's like, where we going with this? So the whole reason this thing is out of proportion, because your boy Charlemagne goes and interviews Guwap for his own YouTube show. Now this is my thing. You can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's your show. It's your own podcast or whatever have you. And you got the right to interview anybody. But when you interview the dude that's beefing with your home base, and he's calling her a punk ass bitch, and he's saying he gonna slap Envy when he see him if Envy don't act right. Like basically whatever Envy say better be right or he gonna slap him. These are coworkers that you with every day. I ain't saying they're your family or they ain't even gotta be your friends. These are coworkers that you gotta deal with every day. And y'all claim to be friends because y'all claim to be at events and doing all this shit together. Y'all gotta have a good working relationship. So be it friends or not, you gotta have a good relationship with your coworkers. So for you to go and do an interview with the dude they beefing with, okay, that's fine. But then when he start talking reckless and you sitting there just nodding your head, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever. So you can even say Charlemagne kept it professional. He didn't agree with the dude and he even tried to say, I'm going to set it up for y'all to talk. And that's great. I mean, you know, he did say, I'm going to try to set it up for y'all to talk. And Envy said he called him before he put the interview out. And Envy said, put it out. Nothing's wrong with none of that. But the fact you did an interview in the first place is kind of crazy. Because whether they banned him or not is irrelevant. The fact that you know that there's an issue, the only reason you really could be interviewing him is to spark that issue. Because the only thing that went viral from the interview was the issue with Angela Yee. Nothing else. We don't know nothing else about. We don't even know when the album coming out. All we know is that he beefing with Angela Yee. And he gonna slap DJ Envy. We ain't hear nothing else. So the interview went viral because the beef. Now, if that's my man, if we co-workers every day, we cool. That's just like being on a record label. If I'm on a record label and then the record label, I got beef with a dude, and not even that serious beef, but it's beef. And then my record label goes sit down with the dude, start taking offers from him, like considering like signing him and all. I'm like, dog, like at some point that's disrespectful. At some point, business is business, but at some point, business is personal. And at some point, you sit down with the dude that we still ain't hashing out ourselves, and you sitting down throwing fire on it. You know what I'm saying? At some point, that's kind of crazy. And yeah, you can do what you want to do, but there's repercussions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, you know, Angela Yee's a female. You know how females get. Even dudes get funny. So supposedly, he liked some stat. Somebody wrote something. This is why social media is the devil, bro. Somebody wrote something like Charlemagne ain't gotta be their friend. Something to the effect they just co-workers. So Charlemagne allegedly liked the status. And Angela Yee supposedly saw that and unfollowed him. And he supposedly unfollowed her back. And that's the equivalent of beef in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like unfollowing somebody. But to be honest, unfollowing somebody is some real shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't all gonna sit here and try to pretend that somebody unfollowed you. That shit don't bother you. Don't try to pretend that. Because if me and you friends for 8 years on social media, then I just up and unfollow you and you look and you see my page says add as a friend, you gonna feel away. I don't care what you say. Now, it's petty, but you're gonna feel away. It is a fact. You're gonna feel away. So unfollowing in 2019 is the equivalent of I don't mess with you. I'm good on you. We done. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of money on that table. That's a real silly reason to break up a group like this that's doing this kind of numbers on internet and everything else. For to walk away over Gucci, who gonna sit back and laugh anyway, who gonna sit back and be like, I broke that whole shit. You gonna talk about that shit for years. I broke that shit up. That punk ass bitch ain't got no job now because of me. You gonna let him win? Like, that's really what you gonna do? And they've already did like 2 or 3 shows since that. And yeah, it don't look 100%, but it look like it's supposed to look. They did work. You know what I'm saying? So, who's wrong in this situation is the question. Right? It's convoluted. Because Yee was clearly flirting with the dude on the thing, but that's banter. When you're in the studio, I've seen mad people flirting. Trey Songz flirting with this girl, and MGK's flirting with that girl. Your boy G-Eazy, he got 4 or 5 videos where he flirting with the girl interviewing. It happens, bro. It don't mean they slept together. And then on the flip side, it seemed like Angela Yee took it too far. She could have laughed it off. But she was like, you tripping. Like, you know, what you talking about? Like, I don't know why she got... I get it. We in the Me Too era. And you can't just be saying anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? To these women. But it really, honestly, was not that serious. And I get it that he lying on your name. If you feel like he lying on your name, you're going to defend yourself. But at some point, we can just laugh this off. You ain't got to be pulling out old receipts and all this stuff trying to defend yourself. You could laugh it off, bro. Ye could just laugh this off, honestly. Ye's beautiful. Nobody thinks she's out here hoeing. Nobody looking at her like that. She could just laugh this off. You know what I'm saying? Just move on with your life. You got your man. You got life going on. Like, you ain't gotta take this to LeVar Ball status and, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be that serious. Charlemagne, you interviewing the dude. Now, I don't have no problem with you. I do got a problem with you interviewing. But if you want to interview him, you know what I'm saying? It's you have your right to interview him. But when he starts talking about calling her a punk ass bitch and he gonna slap your man, at some point, I ain't telling you got to confront him. But you gotta be like, come on, Gucci, seriously, bro. Like, come on, man. Relax. Say anything. Don't just sit there silent while he calling. That's a female at the end of the day, no matter who he talking about. He calling her a punk ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, cuz. Come on, man. I know you want the interview to end, and you don't want him to walk out and all that, but I understand. You probably don't want him to jump on you, but seriously, all you gotta do is say, bro, come on, bro. I understand you upset. Come on, man. And then that would have been enough defending for me. We get it that you kept it professional and you stayed neutral, but at some point, this fuel wouldn't be there if you didn't interview this guy and let him talk so crazy. You didn't have to bring that shit up. Be honest with you. And DJ Envy, I don't think he really knows why he's in the middle of this. He just on the Breakfast Club. He riding for his co-worker. He ain't even really diss the dude. I don't even know where to slap you in the face. This sound like a dude. Gucci sound like a dude that is, for some reason, in his own feelings. Because he said it ain't even that serious. So for whatever reason, he feeling a way that she didn't respond to him flirting the second time. And she like kind of played him out. So now he don't get back. Now he talking about like whoever jump in the middle, he slapping and doing all this. I don't be hearing about him slapping nobody, man. Where all this coming from? Then he gonna slap the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. I thought this dude was reformed and, you know what I'm saying, on some new stuff. So, ain't nobody wrong, but ain't nobody 100% innocent. This silly stuff, in my opinion, I think they're going to get back to normal. They probably had Gucci Mane back up there in about 2 months. He ain't going to slap nobody, and they're going to be fine. It's going to water down. He claimed he don't want to talk to them. It probably won't be 2 months because the dude pride. He probably be back up there in 6 months to a year. He be back up there. The show ain't going nowhere. Charlemagne ain't going nowhere. They probably ain't even really unfollow each other. People be saying people unfollow each other, and they ain't even really happen. Like, there's like J-Lo unfollow Cardi B. Come to find out, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't true. So, my take is, ain't nobody wrong. It's silly. All of them could have handled this different. It's like childish stuff. And we too grown for that. So, that's all I'm going to say about this issue, man. Gucci, man, grow up. Charlemagne, man, be more loyal. Angela Yee, man, get thicker skin, man. And Envy, get out the middle of that, man. My name is Chuck Wick Ill, a.k.a. Charles Brown. I'll be back soon with another Talking Facts. I appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe. Like the video. Share the video. And I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, man. I got some other stuff coming up I want to talk about, man. Peace.